Want to hang out up here with me a little while? I can be here and you can be right there. That be your podium, it's my podium. Okay. Hey y'all, Shabbat Shalom. Sorry, we're gonna start a little late today. Just do that. Okay. All right, we're starting on page 120 with lighting the candles, and our own board president, and Devin are gonna light the candles this evening.
Sovereign of the universe, who houses us with mitzvah, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Thank you. We're now moving to page 128 for Hine Ma Tov. Hine Ma Tovu Manaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Ma Tovu Manaim Shevet Achyot Gam Yachad. Hine Ma Tov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Ma Tov Shevet Achyot Gam Yachad. Hine Ma Tovu Manaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Ma Tovu Manaim Shevet Achyot Gam Yachad. We now move to Lechado D, which you can find on page 138 of your prayer books. And this evening we're going to recite paragraphs 1, 5, and 9. And we arrive at paragraph 9. I invite you all to stand up and face the entrance as we greet the Shabbat bride. Lechado di likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Hishmiyanu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem l'tiferet v'l'tihila. Lechado di likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lechado di likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Hidoreri, Kiva ore kumi ori, uri, shir daberi, Kiva Adonai lelachta gigila. Lechado di likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lechado di likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Please rise. Boi v'shalom ateret ba'a, Gam b'smicha uv'tzolam, Toch emunei Am segulam boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kalam Pnei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kalam Pnei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. I was gone for 2 days, so Lila's a little extra clingy right now. I'm hoping she doesn't turn these knobs, though. That's not going to be good if she does. All right, anyways, moving over to Shalom Alechem, which is on page 142. Shalom Alechem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Boechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu Barchuni l'shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu Seichem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Turn the page to 144. Yitkadal v'yitkada shemei rabba Be'alma divrach chayotev yamlik malchutei B'chayechon uv'yomechon Uv'chayedechol beit Yisrael Ba'gala Uv'izman ka'ariv V'imaru amen Yehi shmei rabba mevarach Le'alam ulal me'almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar v'yipramam v'yitnaseh V'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal Shemei Kedusha barichu Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Da'al miran be'alma V'imaru Amen. Turn to the Baruch Hu on page 146, and when you arrive there, I invite you to stand with me. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach, Le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach. may be seated. Okay, we're now moving into page 149. Let's read the English on top of that page together. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, hamarif aravim. Now turn to page 151 of your prayer books, and let's continue to read the English on the bottom part of that page. Wisdom and wonder, passion, instruction, story and symbol, all of these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love in this holiest of your works in the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Now moving to the Shema on page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malechuto Leolam Avad. 154. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol avacha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meyodecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinartam levarnecha b'divarta ba'am v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvtecha hava derech ushofbecha uvkumecha ukshartam leyot al yadecha v'hayu latotafot beinenecha uktaftam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha lema'an tizkeru v'atzitem et chol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim leloechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeti etchem meretz Mitzrayim liot lachem leElohim Ani Adonai Elohechem. We're now moving over to page 158 of your prayer books. Lie, 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 lie. Mi chamocha ba'alim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'edar ba'kodesh, no ra tehilot osei efele, no ra tehilot osei efele, lai 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 lie, 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 lie. We go over to page 161. Let's read the English together on top of that page. Let there be love and understanding among us, and let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai hapores sukat shalom aleni v'akol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Move over to page 162 for Vishamru. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam B'nei Yovein, B'nei Yisrael, Oti le'olam, V'shamru B'nei Yisrael, et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat, ledorotam berit olam. Ki shet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et hashabat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash Shabbat vayinafash V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat Lasot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. We're now moving into the Amidah on page 164, and when you arrive there, I invite you to stand. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu v'Imoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGabor HaNorah El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot V'Mevi Geulah L'Bnei Bneihem L'man Shemo V'Yahava Melech Rozer U'Mashiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Ezra Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Yoshia Mashih HaRuach U'Marid HaGashem Mekakel Chayim B'Chesed Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabbi Somet Noflim V'Rovei Cholim U'Matir Asurim U'Mekayeh U'Nato Lishanei Avad Micha Mocha Ba'al Gevurot U'Nidon Melach Melech Memit U'Mechayeh U'Masmir Yeshua V'Ne'eman Atah L'Chayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol. All right, y'all, we're going to continue on to page 180, and you may be seated whenever you like. Say shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'yakol Yisrael. Ve'yakol yoshvei tevel. Vimru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'yakol Yisrael. Ve'yakol yoshvei tevel. Vimru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yakol Yisrael. 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 Okay, some words of Torah. So this week we are in the last portion of Exodus. And tonight I want to discuss the last chapter in Exodus, and I want to discuss the last line in the last chapter of Exodus. So Exodus ends with Adonai instructing Moses how to set up the Mishkan, also referred to as the tabernacle. Then at the end of the last chapter of Exodus, it describes how Moses sets up the Mishkan, which he does all by himself, so it can receive the presence of Adonai. And this part I find interesting. Certainly for the Israelites, this is an age of awesome miracles. And when I say awesome, I mean the scary, uncanny valley kind of awesome. The Israelites were witness to the 10 plagues, and they experienced Adonai's presence in the form of a pillar of fire by night and a pillar of smoke by day. The Sea of Reeds splits up in front of them. Manna rains down on them every day. Adonai makes bitter water sweet and prevents the Israelites' clothes from wearing down. And still, I'm not done with the miracles. Because witnessing Adonai at Mount Sinai must have been a crazy experience. It would seem it was like some kind of light and sound show of epic proportion, with a suggestion at one point the entire mountain was lifted off the ground. And still, there are more miracles. Exodus begins with the Israelites fleeing Egypt, and it ends with the completion of the Mishkan, which is a miracle in itself, but not the miracle I'm referring to. When Moses completes setting up the Mishkan, the presence of Adonai enters the sacred tent. And as long as Adonai is in this tent, no one, not even Moses, can enter it. And the Israelites would know it was time to continue wandering when Adonai's presence left the Mishkan in a form of a cloud. But the cloud does not disappear. Instead, it hovers over the Israelites. And here in the verse from the last line of Exodus, it states, For over the Mishkan a cloud of Adonai rested by day, and fire would appear in the cloud by night, in the view of all the house of Israel throughout their journeys. Then that's how it ends. The Israelites are witnesses to such a different kind of Adonai than what we experience today as modern Jews. An Adonai whose miracles are a constant reminder for the Israelites. And the Israelites have shown to need this reminder again and again. They continuously complain, and they're easily led astray. They have so many flaws that Adonai can't trust them to be on their own. And for Adonai, this is the first time that God is recognizing a people rather than a family lineage. Adonai explained to the Israelites they are God's Am Segula, or God's treasured people. And much like a parent to an infant, Adonai offers constant attention for the benefit of the Israelites' growth and development. But this is not the Adonai that we see in our prayer books. In fact, we have a set of prayers called Nasim B'chol Yom, which we read in the morning, which means our daily miracles, where we praise and thank God for miracles, but not the miracles experienced by the Israelites. Instead, we are thanking God for the world that we live in, for letting our bodies work correctly, or for lifting up the fallen, for being free, or for being Jewish. Our modern understanding of miracles is not the unexplainable, but it's the wonderful. It's wonderful that we are free to be Jewish. It's wonderful that we can be lifted up. It's wonderful when our bodies work correctly. This is one of the many examples of how Judaism has changed over the millennia, how a religion changes over time. We use our Torah to look back at how our ancestors experienced monotheism, experienced worship practices, experienced community. And we honor their journey each year by reading it. And as we witness where we came from, we recognize that we are not in the same place as those Israelites. Adonai is simply not as close to us in the same way Adonai was close to the Israelites wandering the wilderness. But we don't spend our days longing for the same experience. We're no longer the infants going astray. We are a people that have grown up. And as grown-ups, we take the values of our ancestors, what are the values our ancestors discovered in the wilderness, and we apply them to our modern lives. Because our prayer books are not praising what God did for the Israelites. Our prayer books praise what God does for us. And as our environment changes, or even how we conceptualize God changes, our praise for miracles does not. A religion that has lasted as long as ours has proven to be malleable in following the values of our tradition without getting caught up in the specific practices of our history. Because miracles are everywhere, it's our job as Jews not to take them for granted. But instead of praising the impossible, we are full of wonder at the possible. Instead of needing God's constant supervision, we promise not to forget God's contributions. Instead of erecting a mishkan every time we rest from wandering, we read our mishkan during our time of rest. A long-lasting religion honors the past as it looks forward towards the future. Thank you. We now move to the Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, on page 371. In our own community, we're thinking about Ross Rumack, Frank Erwiskin, Haley Goodstein, Alex Sportnick, Micah Purdy, Susan Mermelstein, Megan Crass, Kara Clift, Deborah Meridian, Pat Victor, Denny Victor, and Josie Lemire. If there's someone who you're thinking of in need of healing, please feel free to say their names out loud or in your hearts. Mishe Beirach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Mishe Beirach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We now move to the Eleni, which you can find on page 587 of your prayer books. When you arrive at 587, I invite you to stand up with me. Leila Shabbat la'adon ha'kol la'tein la'leoser reshit shehu sam chelki le'ed shemo v'geraleni la'hamlik ma'uto v'anachnu porim u'nitachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. 591. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Love each of us for the peace we bring to others. And may our deeds exceed our speech. May we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear, doubt, and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech kol ha'aretz b'yom hahu yihyeh Adonai echad Ushemo Echad. We now move to the mourner's cottage, which you can find on page 598 of our prayer books. In our own community, we're thinking about these yard sites. Beth Carol Alexander, Arthur Bloomfield, Burton Goldberg, Betty Lee, Edward Levy, and Edith Weinberg. If there's someone who you are thinking about, please feel free to say their names out loud or in your hearts. Zikronam livracha, may memory be for a blessing. Yitkadal yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chayate v'yamlik machute. B'chayechon uvyamechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehesh shmei rabba mevarak le'alam ulamei almaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yipramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleni v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Osei shalom b'imromav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleni v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high, bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen. You may be seated. I'm going to invite Roy up here to offer some announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi. You are all welcome here. You all belong here. Our evening services are at 6 p.m. on Fridays, with the double services on the second Friday of the month. Our Shabbat morning services and Torah study start at 10:30 and run to about noon every Saturday here in person. This Sunday at 1 p.m., we're hosting a community... Never mind. Old one there, sorry. We are doing something special this Sunday, stand by. Wednesday morning Minyan meeting is at 8:30 via Zoom, and our Thursday morning Minyan meeting is also at 8:30, but right here live in the synagogue, followed by a trip to Kava Pancake House on Muldoon for those who are interested. Our Judaism 101 class is offered every third Saturday. That's by Zoom from 9 to 10 a.m. Every third Saturday, there's an opportunity to help distribute food to the hungry. Starting at 1 p.m. at Fairview Rec Center on East 10th Avenue is set up, and there's a lot of setup there. And then around 2 o'clock or so, there's actual distribution of the food to scores of vehicles of people in need. Every third Wednesday, our Board of Trustees meets at 7 p.m. live in the synagogue library, as well as via Zoom. All CBS members are welcome and encouraged to attend. Religious school is on Sundays, starting with Hebrew classes at 9:30, and at 10 o'clock, Shabbat Time Machine, trademark. And following that, classes for all ages, including an adult discussion cafe. This Sunday, March 30th, there is a CBS estate planning clinic, which to be held here starts at 1 p.m. This will be a comfort food potluck event. I was wondering, does that mean it's dairy? Definitely dairy. Comfort is, yeah, broad, okay. And additionally, so there's comfort food potluck, estate planning, there's going to be a notary public available. Additionally, Lego Club will be available for kids age 6 and older who come with parents or grandparents and who would rather do something like that. I host an informal study group on Fridays after Oneg for people wanting to improve their ability to read from our Siddur in the Latin transliteration of Hebrew. And CBS, as of this coming week, will now be hosting a meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous every Thursday at 7 p.m. That'll be in our multi-purpose room here. Anyone who is interested in giving up alcohol or maintaining your current sobriety is invited to attend. And this is open for CBS members, friends of the congregation, and anyone in the Anchorage area. Our ever-popular Torah Uncensored class in its 5th year will have its final meeting on April 26th. The topic will be the Akedah. And that study is presented by Rabbi Emeritus Michael Obleth, and it runs from 1 to 2:30 p.m. on Saturdays. And that is online only. Slightly out of order and chronologically, I apologize for that. Monday, March 31st, I believe that's this coming Monday, is Transgender Day of Visibility and CBS is joining with St. John United Methodist Church and others. Monday, March 31st, 6:30 to 7:30, and that is at 2802 O'Malley Road, St. John United Methodist Church. So please join us for that if you can. Our CBS Community Seder, I'm going to invite our president to talk about that in a moment. I wouldn't be giving anything away if I said it were Sunday, April 13th, but there's more to it. Additionally, we are already signing up for participating in Anchorage Pride Parade and a co-sponsor of Anchorage Pride, again for our 2nd year, and having a booth at the Park Strip. That will be on June 28th. And then we also intend to participate and have a booth at Underground Pride, which has been at the Palmer Fairgrounds, and the date for that is July 12th. And the final thing I want to mention is CBS's 4th annual campout at Trail River Campground near Seward is July 24th through 27th, and that's not that far off anymore. Individuals and families of all ages and well-behaved dogs are encouraged to attend. It's great fun. Some people arrive on Thursday, which is when the cool kids show up, but more people show up on Friday. One of the many things I like about it, this is the only time in my life I've actually prayed 3 times a day, 4 on Shabbat, because we do that. So, it is also technically not required. Thanks for clarifying that. We do it in the central area, and so, But yes, that's absolutely as you feel called or not called to do or not called to do. And if you have any questions, you may ask Cheryl Imbriani about that. And I will now invite President Brenda up to tell us more about upcoming fantastic things.
So please join us on April 13th, Sunday night. That will be our community Seder, and it will start at 6 p.m. If you would like to volunteer for setting up the tables and helping get everything set up and ready to go, I plan to start doing that about 3:30 in the afternoon. And that'll be putting tablecloths out, putting all of the stuff like maror and everything out on the tables, the matzah, all of that stuff. So we could use some help with that. And the signups are available on ShulCloud now. So we have that set up and you can pay for it there. Have not gotten it together yet for how we might make payments if you're not on ShulCloud, but once we have that information, I will share it with you. So.
Thanks, Brenda. Appreciate it. Our Seder is a catered event, and so once we have our members sign up, then we'll open it up to the public to sign up after that. So we only have a certain amount of slots available. So yeah, cool. All right, we're going to now offer our concluding melody, which is on page 647 of your prayer books at the very bottom. Ozi vazimrat ya vayahi lishua. 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 Shabbat shalom, y'all. Please join us for oneg in the multi-purpose room. And I did not pour enough wine or juice, and we need help with that. It's a problem I love to have. Yep.